mommies! I'm taking over for today's episode, and my name is Free. On today's episode, I want us to look back and recall some stories shared by my grandmother. Also, this is to look back on her journey as well as remembering her 90th birthday. Of course, her 90th birthday happened in 2018. However, we have a lot of videos and pictures to share with you guys. This is where my grandmother also shared a bit of stories about her family, her relatives, her brothers. So it is a good time to look back on what happened during those times. Alright, so join me. My mom or my grandmother was born in November 4th, 1928. Ano nga ba nangyari nung 20s? Well, nung 20s, that era or that generation was called the Roaring 20s. Bakit nga ba? So during the 20s, the League of Nations, not League of Legends, was established. It is a plan to end the war forever, hopefully. And the mission was to maintain world peace. Ano pa ba mga nangyari ng mga time na yun? So during the 1920s, the women, or us women, gained the right to vote. This happened in the US, alright? So during those times, of course, there should be gender equality, and this is where that thought or that right was started. What else? So this is also the time where the KKK terrorism started. So what is the KKK? It's not the KKK here in the Philippines, but rather it is the if I remember correctly, it was the Ku Klux Klan or something like that. Learn more about it on History Channel or the History website, so you can find more about that. What else? What happened naman here in the Philippines? During the 1920s, the American ruled the Philippines. As far as I remember, I'm not very good with history, just so you know, but I'm sharing a little bit of what I've researched. So correct me if I'm wrong, comment down below if there's anything that was wrong, and we can, make it right. The Americans are uncomfortable with the colonial power. So what happened is that they started appointing Filipinos as officials. The United States also helped the Filipinos economically. That's where Filipino hostility towards the US faded. So the relationship between the Filipinos and the Americans started to be established. These are also the years where Americans granted full independence to the Philippines. So it's really nice to look back and know what happened during the 20s. And every decade after that, our country strived to rise where we are now. So let's go back to Nanay. Before I start tackling history that I don't know about. So we all grew up, me, my cousins, my mom, her sisters, we all grew up in our ancestral house in Las Piñas City. So ako, I am tubong Las Piñas talaga. Our family are the ones who lived first in our subdivision roughly around 1974. So here in our subdivision, 1974, kami yung mga unang families here. So, nanay, tatay, the 6 of her daughters with the eldest daughter's family, we lived all in that ancestral house. Of course, during 1970s, wala pa ako nun. I wasn't born yet. So, if you want to know when I was born, so, batang 80s ako. Alright. So, yun. Siyempre, dun kami lumaki sa ancestral house. We were fed every day. Alam niyo yun, so, everyday maghuhula na kaming mga magpipinsan. Anong ulam natin ngayon? So everyday it was like sinigang, tinola, nilaga. Sinigang, tinola, nilaga. So it's always like that. It's always sabaw everyday. So not that I am always sabaw, pero yeah, it's always sabaw in our house. There's always something cooking up. Either that's sinigang na bangus, sinigang na baboy, sinigang na ribs, whatever. Basta it's sinigang, nilaga, tinola every day. But the thing there is that every weekend or every Fridays, we get a special treat with it, which is munggo. So that's the only difference when I was growing up. Pero syempre, we had a lot of happy memories there. And yung mga everyday na sabaw namin, hanggang ngayon, nadala namin siya here until we had our own families. So thanks to Nanay and Tatay for bringing all those happy memories, all those family recipes that we are now using and sharing with our own families that we have. Alright, so fast forward to 2018, Nanay turned 90. So, what we did, our apos, kaming mga apo, we gathered funds so we can give her a memorable party. So, few days before her party, I actually interviewed her. So, let's watch kung anong mangyayari. So, here's a little bit of the video that happened. So, marami siyang requests, actually. So, let's watch!
Nay, anong gusto nyo handa sa birthday nyo?
Wala.
Anong wala? Bila na bang wala?
Di ba sinabi nyo
Anong gusto nyo handa sa birthday? Papadala natin to dun sa mga kamag-anak natin.
Sinabi nyo,
Oh,
di ba
dali.
gusto nyo ginatang bilo-bilo? O ano, sige ulitin nyo.
Anong gusto nyo? Dali. Ala, naglalag si nanay.
Ginataan.
Oh, ano
Ano pa?
pa?
Sopas.
Ano pa?
Sugo.
Ano pa?
Nituruan nyo daya nyo ah.
Deli. Yung lechon.
Lechon! O, ano pa?
Manok o baboy?
Baboy.
Ah,
Baboy. Ano pa?
Ano pa, nay? Sky's the limit, nay. Kahit ano, pwede nyong kainin.
Hindi nyo cake nyo, hindi ayaw nyo ng cake.
Buko salad
Cake
ba?
nyo, ano? Wala kayong cake? Kahit ka man na cupcake?
Huwag na lang, cash na lang nun, nay.
May kahit cupcake?
Yan na lang. Huwag nang kung ano na pang cake. Hindi naman masarap ang cake.
Ay, hindi
Oh,
pala
paano yan? Hindi na
masarap.
masarap
Hindi
pang
na masarap ang cake,
Puro
guys.
matamis.
Eh, spaghetti, ayaw nyo din.
Ayun na, spaghetti.
Pansit, tayo niya na pansit. Ayaw,
Ayaw.
magpansit.
Ano pa? Ayaw nyo kay Mami Ruth yung Shanghai?
Eh, good, may lechon na daw
kaso
siya eh.
matrabaho eh. Matrabaho pa yun.
Matrabaho ayaw niya kayo nahihirapan, ma. Kayo pala ang paboritong anak eh.
Alright, thanks Nanay. That's a great video. So this video, the video that I just showed you, gave us an idea on what she wants for her birthday. By the way, our Nanay is, unfortunately, she is blind na. Siyempre, because of old age, she's already 90, ganyan. So, it's usually nagre-rely na lang siya sa voice namin. Pero it's still good na nakaka-recognize siya kahit voice lang namin. Siyempre, ako yung pinakamaganda niyang apo, sabi niya. Charot. Alright, so she's still cool and she still has a lot of stories that she can share. I remember before, lagi niyang kinukwento, meron daw siyang kotse when she was still single. It's called a Chevrolet. Meron akong Chevrolet! Sabi niya ganon. And then, she always say that car, ayun yung mga disusi pa sa harap. I don't really remember what it was or I'm not sure what it's called. Pero sabi niya, may disusi daw yun sa harap. So, yun. She has so many stories to tell about wars, about, you know, she is definitely a survivor. Alright, so now, let me show you what we did for Nanay's birthday. So, ito yung design that we have gathered. Ito yung, all of me, my sister, and some of my cousins, I asked for their opinion kung ano yung gusto nila. So, we have talked about an autumn theme birthday party. So, ito siya. Ayan. So, if you notice here, meron siyang banner on top. So, I utilized Google a lot. Looking for ideas, different stuff, you know, different things that I can look for kung paano namin makukuha yung autumn theme birthday party. But the funds that we have is really not enough for a grand birthday party. So I think we only gathered 50,000 pesos. So out of this 50,000 pesos, ito yung nagawa natin. So this is the backdrop, this is the stage that we have. And then we have, we asked for Nick Patchan's catering services. So, thank you, Nick Patchan. Thank you for that. So, ito yung food namin. Actually, we have 5, if I remember, we have 5 different viands. Pero I don't have photos anymore. And then, I thought of something much better to add. Kasi nga, what is a party without a dessert buffet, right? So I have created a simple autumn-based or autumn-inspired dessert spread, dessert buffet. So ito, you will see here, there are different, there's chocolate fountain, there are chocolate filled, so it's all chocolate. So just to touch the theme, the autumn theme, kaya meron tayong ganyan. Tapos I got stuff from Shopee, yung mga backdrop natin. If you notice here, there's different colors, yung autumn-inspired colors. So I have here. So I have orange, I have gold, I have that. I also purchased lights. So if you notice naman on this photo, I got the NANAY lights. So it matches. And speaking of NANAY, before I move forward, this is NANAY. Yan. So that's her. She's 90 years old during that. So it's now 2020. She's turning 92. Yan. Great. So let's continue. I contacted Crumbs Cake Art Philippines. So thank you for this beautiful cake. It's a 3-layer cake, if you notice. And yung bottom niya, that's of course chocolate with caramel filling. The second layer would be red velvet. So red velvet cake. And the third layer is vanilla cake with lemon buttercream. Alright. So yan na yun. So what else? What else happened during those times? I'll show you more on what happened during the event. Also, I'll show you yung small tribute ng mga grand opos. Join me as we continue to look back on what happened during Nanay's 90th birthday. Alright? See you guys!
nag-enjoy ba kayo sa birthday niyo?
Oo naman ah. Sobra-sobra.
Talaga? Ano masasabi niyo, Nay?
Alam mo, sasabi ko. Salamat
Ano
sa
masabi mo,
Diyos.
Nay?
Masaya tayong lahat.
Tapos,
Nag-enjoy tayong lahat. Buhay ako.
opo. Yun ang pinaka-the best sa aming mga anak nyo at pati mga apo. Malakas kayo, buhay kayo, wala kayong karamdaman. Sana another 10 years pa makasama pa namin kayo.
Sana nga.